What's up, guys? It's Set 5 and Pass here. Just thought I'd do another deck profile of one of my more favorite casual strategies. I say casual because, it breaks hard and it loses really hard to hand traps. I know everybody's hyping it up for Master Rule 5, and, as much as I want it to be good, Nibiru in the metagame, Dark Ruler no more, um, this deck just hard loses to so many things like that are in a lot of people's side decks. So let's get into it. Starting off, we have 3 Abyss King Ragnaroks. He is almost never in the scale unless you're going to use him for his revive ability. Because this deck doesn't really pendulum that much. This is the turbo variant. So, he's in the scale, and you summon a DDD or DD monster. You can target one DD monster in your graveyard, resurrect it, and I think that costs you 1,000 life points, and your damage that you do for that turn is halved. So, this is a going first deck, in my opinion. And if he's left on the field during your turn, you can tribute one other DD monster and banish a card from your opponent's field. So that's non-targeting removal. So it's okay going second. It does have utility. And then we're gonna go for 2 to Savant Thomas. He's really good. I like him because if you can get him out, he can pop another DD card in your scale. So if you have leftover dark contracts, you can pop those and just get a free rank 8 essentially. And then for probably your best normal summon of the deck, you have Kepler. Kepler, whenever he's normaled, you can either add a DD card back from your field, or from your field back to your hand, or you can search your deck for a DD contract. So that could be your fusion or your searcher. So he's really good. Then I play 1 Copernicus because it's good, but I've been okay with 1, been able to get by. I am thinking about bumping him to 2, but I don't know. I like him at 1. Then for one of your main play starters, you have 3 Swirl Slime. This fuses from the hand. It acts like a polymerization. And then while he's in the GY, you can banish him to special summon any DD monster from your hand to the field. So it's a great way to get your rank 8s out. Your level 8s out. Something that pairs really nicely with him, with Swirl Slime, is 2 Necro Slime and 1 Vice Typhon. Now the reason I run the Vice Typhon instead of the 2 or the 3rd Necro Slime is because you can't make the DDD monsters with the Necro Slime unless you have another fusion monster that you've already summoned with. So this lets you get into your big boys a little easier. Then tuners, we have Triple Lamia. You just want to abuse the heck out of her without actually using her ability to return a DD card or send a DD card from your field or hand to the grave to special summon herself. You want to get as many synchros off with her because this is a synchro based deck with how I built it. The one thing with her is if it's a pendulum, you can't send a pendulum from your field to the grave because that doesn't actually go to the grave. It would just go to the extra deck and you couldn't use her effect. So keep that in mind. And then the 1 Ghost. Ghost is cool because it helps you recycle your Lamias later in the turn or game. It helps you stock up your graveyard for fusion summonings. And then onto the spells, we have triple dark contract with the gate. This one's really good. It is your searcher of the deck. It's like a Rhoda, basically. And then we have 2 dark contract with the Swamp King. People usually play this at 1 or 2. Honestly, I would never go to 3. Only reason I play 2 is because I play Desires, and this is just another extender, and it lets you end on like a rank 8 you normally couldn't sometimes. Like if you open the nuts, like you can end on like 2 rank 8s and 3 synchros. It's crazy. Then have 3 Where Art Thou? This is really cool for whenever you get those hands where you have like Lamia and a Necro, or like a Necro and Swirl Slime, but no Lamia. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know how I like it. It's pretty good though. And then because you hard lose to hand traps, yeah, you can like literally just wind up having to pass your turn if it's bad enough. Called by the Grave is really great, and if you don't use it, you can always set it in your back row and use it as a disruption. Then I have 3 Allure. For the draw power, you're playing basically 3 of everything. This doesn't really matter, and you can always, if you really, really need to, you can get it back off of Ghost, whatever you banish. And then 3 Pot of Desires. I would never cut this down to 2. Desires into Desires does suck, but you just need to see as many combo pieces as you can, and if you draw Desires off of Desires, you were losing that game anyways if it was that bad of a situation. So, in my opinion, this is best, optimal. And then the one upstart, make your deck a 39 card deck. And then for your other one-ofs, you have Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, and 1-for-1. 1-for-1 is really good because it lets you send your Necro slime to the grave, or anything that you just want to be able to revive off of Abyss King Ragnarok's effect. And it gets you your Lamia onto the field for free, and if you draw this and Where Art Thou, you're not losing that game. Honestly, it's so good. Monster Reborn, just a generic extender. It's good in most combo decks. And then Foolish Burial. This gets just extra pieces you need into the GY. That's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's get to the extra deck. We'll start off with the XCs, because they're some of my favorite powerhouse cards. I play 1 Hope Harbinger. Let me move that in the camera a little more. 1 Hope Harbinger. I really like this one because it protects your monsters from attacks, and indicates a spell. It's just so good. And then if we're going second, I like Duo Donking Kali Yuga. It's really good. If you can turbo into a rank 8, detach without getting interrupted, say that's a key thing, without getting interrupted, you can just show off everything that they have. He's so good. And then for going first, basically a rank 8 Abyss Dweller that can't be destroyed by a card effect. And he gains 100 attack for every monster in the graveyard. So that's just super good. And then for the fusions, go with them next. I play 2 Genghis because 2 does come up. You can go through 2 in a regular combo if you don't wind up going into High Flame King Genghis. He's really good because he's a spell trap negate during your turn. Other than that, he's just rank 8 fodder. Yeah, I don't cry if I have to get him off the board somehow. Late game, or for just time, you have your 1 King d'Arc. Really not too great, but life points does come up, especially with those new time rules, which suck, by the way. Then we have more rank 8 fodder with King Beowulf. He does piercing, which can come up, because he's like, you do play big monsters, your opponent might want to preserve their life points. And then this guy, I don't see him played a lot, but I really like him because he can gobble up a monster, gain its attack, and yeah, like I've had him up to like 4,700 before. It's insane. And then for the synchros, let me get these out of the way, actually. For the synchros, we play one synchron. It's really good. It lets you draw a card. Like you can make this with Lamia and Kepler, I think. Yeah, Kepler. And this comes up for the draw combo. Like sometimes you can wind up drawing 4 cards and on 3 negates. And those make this. And this can get your Ragnarok or your Thomas out of the scale. And then you can link this and like your Lamia off into Crystal Wing if you're going to do a draw combo. Crystal Wing is really great. He negates good stuff and gains attack. And then you have your one Gust King Alexander to just spam the revives, and your Cursed King Siegfried. He is a spell trap negate, and like honestly just one of my favorite monsters in the extra deck. Anyways, that's it for the deck profile, guys. If you want to see a combo tutorial, just let me know. They can get pretty complex, so it would take me a while probably. Anyways, this is Set 5 from Pass, signing out.